Namaste, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to today's session of Being Heartful Every Day. आप सभी को नमस्ते और आज के शाम के सत्र में आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत. We are on week 17 and day 115. The quality of the week being clarity. Daji today even mentioned from Kolkata while his interview was there that to move ahead, we need clarity of the heart and courage. So let us explore more on this quality for the remaining days of the week. As we move ahead into the session today, a gentle reminder to all of us to please share the links of the master classes with our near and dear ones so that we can spread the message of our master worldwide. Also requesting all of you to please share about Being Heartful Everyday program, which has been started truly to enable each one of us to go deeper into our practices and bring automatism in our practice. Today, we will read an article by Daji, which is on dilemma and indecision. The article is from our Heartfulness magazine, and it is from December 1st, 2019. Daji says, the third Vikshepa is Samasya, which is usually translated as doubt. But there are many words for doubt in Sanskrit. Shanka being the most common. A more appropriate translation of samsaya is dilemma or indecision. It is that state of confusion where we are not clear in our own judgment and decision-making ability. Why? Because our field of consciousness, the heart-mind field, is not calm. We are unable to dive deep, listen to the heart, and trust its wisdom. We all know that feeling of sitting on the fence, unable to make a decision, the confusion, the weighing up of pros and cons. We still use the same faculties of the mind, thinking, that is manas, intellect, which is buddhi, and ego, which is ahankar, within the canvas of consciousness, that is chit. But we use them at a superficial level because we are unable to go deeper. We skim the surface because there is too much clutter in the heart and the mind is turbulent, like an ocean during a storm. This is a common state of awareness for many of us. And so, issues become dilemmas. The mind is not fine-tuned enough to perceive to any depth. And so, we are left with many challenges. What to do is the question we often ask. In this condition, our available consciousness is only a very thin film. Most of the spectrum of consciousness is unavailable to us in the realms of the subconscious and the superconscious. We do not have the skills to assess it, and so the mind remains very limited. We evaluate and try to make decisions from a superficial perspective within that thin film of data because we cannot see from a higher and deeper perspective. Simultaneously, the mind is pulled by charged emotions, likes, dislikes, and prejudices. So there is little clarity, only turmoil and drama. Compare this with pure consciousness, uncluttered, light, and infinitely expansive. Diving deeper into the heart, especially in meditation, we assess a much greater spectrum of consciousness. Other dimensions open up that are not accessible at the surface level. For a start, as well using rational deductive thinking, we also use the faculty of feeling to make decisions, where the heart gives signals of a more direct and subtle nature. The heart is our barometer for how we feel about everything, including the choices we make in life. When we are happy with those choices, the heart remains a silent witness, and there is natural contentment. When the heart is not convinced, we feel restless. The heart sets our direction like a radar and tells us when we need to change direction. Listening to the heart signals is the first step. I repeat, listening to the heart's signals is the first step. The second step is to make use of those signals, to ask the heart questions in such a way that we get clear indications. The more we listen, the clearer the messages become. As in neuroscience, the more we use the pathways, the stronger they become. The third step is then to have the courage to follow the heart's guidance, the guidance from our own divine source. In essence, we are allowing the soul to guide our lives. The heart is not static. Our inner environment is constantly changing. As our consciousness expands and contracts and is purified or filled with complexities and impurities, as the case may be. Consciousness is fluid like the ocean, so the reference point of the heart is dynamic, and everything about us is tied to this state of consciousness. The food we eat, the clothes we wear, the habits that slowly adjust to a changing level of evolution, and the environment we are in. We are always in a state of continuous improvement, a work in progress. And when we don't listen to the heart, when we go against our conscious because we follow lower patterns and mental justifications, what happens? We keep on recycling those experiences and habits and creating more and more complexities and impurities, leading to more and more entangled vikshepas. Which way we go is actually a choice especially when we have the simple heartfulness cleaning practice to remove complexities and impurities on a daily basis. And here is another complementary method to resolve dilemmas and confusions. Just before offering the heartfulness prayer at night before sleep, offer your problems, challenges, and dilemmas also. There is no need to seek any answer right. Often by the time you wake up, the answer is there, although the answer may come in the form other than words. We take a pause here, just reflect on what has been read in this article by Daji, and we move towards the universal prayer. Gently settle within, close your eyes, and feel connected to the innermost core of our being. And from that space, let us pray that all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion and real faith is growing stronger in them. आइए हम सब मिलकर ये प्रार्थना करें कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है. When you feel ready, gently come back and you may open your eyes. A gentle reminder for all of us to note down anything that we may like to in our journal today, to reflect on what has happened during the day. And as mentioned in the article, if there is any dilemma, anything that we want to put forward to our Master, we may do so during the bedtime prayer. Thank you everyone for joining us in the evening session today. शाम के सत्र में हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। कल सुबह मिलेंगे प्रातः 6 बजे। See you at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Thank you for joining.